Here we go. Welcome to another episode of Truck Stop Live. I'm your host, Truck, with my brothers from other mothers, Timothy and Molly.
What's up? What's up? Uh,
So, this episode, I'm going to tell a short story. I titled it Oh Sheila because the girl this is about, her name, well, when she told me her name was Sheila, but I found out she was lying. That was just her street name. So, it's like 1985. I'm not proud of certain shit, but I did some street shit to survive or whatever, and I'm on the street corner slanging. I was slanging. And this young girl walks up, and she's like, you could tell she's young, like 13, 14, 15 years old. Like, I know she's young. She told me she was 16, but I knew that was bullshit. And she kind of looked like this girl right here, but a little thinner. She had blonde hair, short hair, no glasses, and she had the same sneakers. She had them Converses, man. Anyway, so she was trying to cop. She was trying to cop, man. And I just refuse. And this is the thing I learned, right? That you cannot sell drugs and be a social worker because you can't save the world. It's not for you to
yeah,
do that. You're either going to be a drug dealer. If you're going to be a drug dealer and sell to everybody. Yeah, there's some moral shit to it, but you can't be a fucking social worker because you can't save the fucking world. And this period of my life, I was trying to save the world. I guess. I don't know. I just felt bad for this girl because she was using needles. She was fucked up. I'm probably about 20 years old. And so, I got to talking to her, and so I said to her, I felt really bad. I'm like, girl, you don't belong in the streets. I knew the streets were going to eat this girl alive. Like, they were just going to, you know what I mean? She wasn't going to last long. And somebody's going to get a hold of her and just, turn her out or whatever the fuck if she wasn't already turned out. You know what I mean? She was rough. She was looking rough. So I asked her some questions. She was from another state, and I asked her, which if I bought, because I knew you don't give a drug addict money. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna fly. So I offered to pay for a bus ticket, and I said, if I gave you a bus ticket back to where you came from, would you go? And she said no. So I decided, well, I'm gonna try to help her with whatever I can. One thing I wasn't gonna do is sell her drugs, and I told all the guys that I was with, like, you know what I mean, don't do it. But anyway, she had some medical issues that needed attending to, and so she had nowhere to stay, and I was trying to help her, and I was newly married at the time to my first wife, and it was late at night. I got done what I was doing, and it was late, so I brought her to my house, and I snuck her in my basement, and I told her stay there and don't come out until I get you. I was like, I'm gonna take you to a medical facility, a free clinic that I knew of that would take care of her problems, and then take her to a shelter, try to get her, placed into somewhere that would help her. And so I put her there. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day, and my wife, I said, once she wanted to go to her mom's, I said, well, let's go early. And I packed her up real quick, and I shot her on down to her mom's, and I came back, and I took this girl, took her to the medical joint, got her medical shit straightened out, and then I took her to a shelter. Now, now my wife never knew about this. In fact, to this day, my first wife didn't know about this, that I did this. And anyway, so like maybe I want to say like not even a week goes by, and I see the girl again. She's back on the streets, and she's like, and I was just like, I can't save the world. Like, I realized, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I just couldn't be a social worker and do that. I knew I had a heart. I had too much of a heart to be on the streets, but you know what I mean? Consequences kind of put you there, and you do what you got to do. But anyway, so the reason, well, she told me her name was Sheila, but every time I hear that song, Ready for the World, oh Sheila, oh Sheila, here we go. That song, if you remember it, if you don't, whatever, man. But when I hear that song, bro, this girl's face pops up in my head, and I remember her and all the shit that, the little time I spent with her, man. But I felt bad, totally bad for this girl, and I hope to this day, I hope she's doing well. I hope that nothing bad happened to her. I
She
mean,
was real young.
yeah, that's a long time ago, right? So that would make her like, if she was 14 and I was 20 at the time, that would make her like over 50. She would be
Shit.
like around 50 years old, maybe, possibly,
Shit.
you know. And I hope that she's doing well, man. I only wanted the best for her. And the thing was, is that I was talking to her, and my homies were like, "Oh, you trying to get in her pants?" I'm like, "Bro, she's 14." I'm like, "You out your fucking mind?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's
Like
sick
that,
motherfuckers in the world like that too.
bro. Like, dude, one thing I hate is a pedophile, bro. Like that's like up on my fucking list of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? I just can't. It's hard. And here goes a fucked up one that I'm gonna throw out there because I don't give a fuck. And I tell the truth. My brother is a fucking pedophile. All right, and I don't talk to
Why
that
do you say
motherfucker neither.
that?
Huh?
Why you
What's?
call him that?
Cause that's dude. He did some fucked up shit that he ended up going to jail for. I just ain't never fucking was with that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's my like half brother. You know what I mean? But we related, man. Unfortunately, and yeah, I know about that shit. I don't give a fuck, man. I said before when I started this channel that I'm gonna speak the truth, and some motherfucking their feelings are gonna get hurt. Well, that's one right there. He might not want his shit on blast. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, cause that's the truth, and he know the truth. And you can try to forget that shit, bro. And the fucked up, even to make it even more fucked up, it was his family members that he did it to. So, you know what? Fuck him. And I don't give a fuck if he is my brother,
Family
bro.
member? What the fuck? Which is
Yeah.
your family member?
Nah, bro. His own kids. Alright?
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
sick in the
He's
head.
fucked in the head, bro. And I knew about that from a long time ago, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I just don't fucking, I'm not, that shit don't fly with me, bro. I don't give a fuck.
You disowned him as a brother.
Dude, I
He
spoke
ain't
to
your
him.
mom's son. He's
No,
your dad's son.
he's my father. We have the same father. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's not that I disown him. I just don't speak to him. You know what I mean? I just stopped speaking to him. Like, you know what I mean? That's we just have no contact. We have no relationship. There's no need for me to even. I have nothing to say to him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You fucked up really bad, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You got a fucking. You know what I mean? You got some kind of sexual thing where you know what I mean? Like, you need to go get your rocks off, bro. You don't. That's like
Use
just
your
some
hand,
fucking bro.
motherfucker.
Dude, use your fucking imagination, something, anything. But don't. And here goes the thing. If you think if that's in your brain, you know what I mean? You're thinking like that. You know what I mean? You can't help those thoughts. The least you could do, if you can't stop thinking about it, at least don't act on it. At the very fucking least, don't act on it.
Yo.
But he fucking acted on it, man. So like, bro, like that changes your life forever, bro. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. How long did he do in jail?
I don't know. I want to say he did like 5 or 6 years, something like that. I can't remember, man. I do. When that shit happened, when I heard about it, it was just like I was already like, boop, that's it, man. It was a cutoff, man. And I spoke to him one time after that incident, right? I didn't bring it up. He didn't bring it up, of course. And you know what I mean? I didn't like. There was no forgiveness there. Like I didn't feel like I had to forgive this dude, or you know what I mean? Like there was no connection. Like there was nothing. Yeah, you my brother, but fuck, bro, I got nothing for you, nothing. You know what I mean? And so when I saw this girl and she needed help, and then people that I was hanging with was like talking shit to me, bro. I'm like, I knew in my head what my intentions were. My intentions were true, you know. And I was newly married, man. My wife was about to have a baby. You know what I mean? Like that's where my head was at. I was trying to survive and make money for my family and try to get shit right, but I saw this fucked up shit, and the thing is that I'm out there doing fucked up shit. You know what I mean? I'm out there, you know, selling poison to my people in the street, bro. Like, that wasn't cool at all, man. And it took me years to reconcile that, man. Like I didn't really realize until probably like 5 years ago, I mean, probably earlier than that, but when I got myself clean and I took care of my business, I had to dig deep into my soul for some of the shit I've done. And that was one of them that I just, I've always felt bad about that, man. Like, because I know how hard it is when you addicted, you trying to get out of that shit, and somebody just continually helps you along with your addiction. Whether you give somebody money, or you sell them drugs, or you give them a ride, or what I'm saying, you're an accomplice, bro. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. You're an accomplice, and that's what I was, man. And I just choose not to be an accomplice today, man. But that's an absolutely true story. It
You
is
lucky
what it
you didn't
is.
get charged. So what happened with Sheila?
That's the thing, man. Like, she just kind of disappeared, man, and I never saw her again. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to her. I don't know. You know what I mean? I assume because she was so young, man, like somebody's gonna step to her and traffic her and you know what I mean? Like I didn't, and I tried, man. I did what I could for the situation, and I don't know what happened to her, man. Honestly, I hope that it was good shit, nothing but good shit for her, but we know we live in this fucking world. There's some fucked up people. You know what I mean? But that's my Sheila story. So I'm going to end this here. So please like, subscribe, and if you don't, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. But bro, I'm in the middle of a live, man. Chill out for a second here. People hollering at me right now, bro. Like but anyway, I appreciate everybody and whoever looks at it. I hope this helps somebody. All right, we outie 5,000 G.